without Bill or without Roger?
No, Roger. Yeah, I'm taking us live right now.
Okay, thank you.
Just 1 second here. And I will share my screen for you. Okay, Joanne, you're good to go.
All right. I call the Civil Service Commission meeting to order at 12:02 p.m. on May 13th, 2021. Okay, has everybody looked at the consent agenda? Thank you, Sean.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda, which includes the agenda for May 13th, 2021, the minutes from April 8th, 2021, and payroll from April 2021.
And I guess I'll second that. And both of us in favor say yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Okay, under the regular agenda, we have all kinds of things today. Thank you, Sean. First of all, we have the firefighter testing.
All right.
Go ahead.
Thanks, Joanne. It's that time of year again where we need to update the eligibility list. The current eligibility list will expire on July 2nd, 2021. So Chief Winter sent a request that we go ahead and throw a test so that we can establish a new eligibility list. And just so as a refresher, we don't do a continuous list like we do with the police officers where we're continually updating that. The fire department just runs one list a year. So once we throw this test and establish an eligibility list, it will be good for 1 year. We don't have an open position right now, but in the event that we would have a list ready to hire from. So this testing information is very similar to last year. They asked that I add one requirement, which is the wildland firefighter 2 at the time of hire, be listed on there. And everything else is fairly similar. I did change it a bit from last time as I noticed that it didn't. This time we're doing the written test, the physical one day, and then the interviews the very next day. So we won't have time to determine whether or not they've passed the written test before we allow them to go into the interview. So we're just going to go ahead and allow everybody who passes the physical, because we'll know that right away, to go ahead and interview, because it takes 2 days to get the written test results. So, but they would still have to pass the written to be placed on the list. So I just added that as a clarification so that we could go ahead and move people straight into the interview without knowing what the written test result is. So
I had a question about the firefighter training test or the physical ability test. Is that a state test or is that one that's just given there at 300 Cayuse and Walla Walla?
We do it. We do it the same. It's the same test we've done for ever since I've started, and it's the one they. I believe they also use it for their volunteers, but we just go out to the fire training tower. And there's a list of requirements that they have to run through. Okay. I don't know if you've seen the training tower, but it's like a 2 or 3 story tower that it's a brick building, and they have to carry a railroad tie, or drag a railroad tie a certain distance. They have to hammer. I'm sure there's a more professional term, but okay. A lead sled for a certain distance, and then some maneuvers with the hose, and then they carry a hose up the tower through the steps. So,
Well, I knew what it contained. And I thought, well, I imagine they're fairly similar for every
mhm,
group of people who want to become firefighters, but
right,
I,
right. And it's, yeah, reflective of the actual duties that they would perform.
good.
Sean
Thank
is the written test, is that administered by PST or is that something we do here?
No, we go through, we do it here. We give the actual test here, but we purchase it from a company called Ergometrics. It's a video-based test that they watch a video and then fill out the answers on a paper. And then we send that off to Ergometrics for scoring.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So if anybody, if there's no more questions, then we would need a motion.
Okay, I make a motion to approve testing process to create a firefighter eligibility list.
I second that. All in favor, say yes.
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Now, police sergeant testing.
Okay, we have discussed this a little bit just as a discussion topic at a previous meeting, that we have a police sergeant that is notified us that he'll be retiring early in 2022. So we need to start thinking about how we're going to fill that position. Chief Tamaris has submitted a request for us to contract with public safety testing to administer a promotional test for the sergeant position. This comes at a fair expense to the city, but we felt like it was the most fair way to do the testing. So they create an in-depth testing process that includes assessment centers and a written test for the candidates. And they meet with the candidates beforehand and to have an overview so everybody gets a fair shot, everybody knows the same information, and then they will present the city with the results of the testing. And then that will be where our list will be established from, and then the top 3 would go to the chief for chief interviews.
Who are some other people who use this testing?
Many agencies
Okay.
in the state of Washington. I know Walla Walla uses public safety testing.
Okay.
We, for regular police officers, we just have our candidates go wherever public safety testing is administering their tests. But I believe Walla Walla actually brings public safety here because they have more, way more applicants than we do.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the 2 options that you can use. We just have them take it wherever they're offering it, and then they send us those results. So you can look up public safety testing and see there's a huge list of agencies that use.
Okay, I was just getting to that and didn't have time.
Oh, no, that's okay.
I was going to check it out and I'll do it afterwards.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sean, I got a couple questions.
Yep.
With this police sergeant promotional examination, do we have to have top 3?
We do not have to have 3 to send them to the chief, no. Is that what you're asking? Do there have to be 3?
Yes.
Yes. We can send less than 3 if not enough people apply.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. Do we have enough people that are eligible or qualified to take it?
I believe we are looking at, there are 4 to 5 that are interested. As you can see from it's a promotional examination, which does mean that it's internal. I have had a conversation with the chief about that, and he feels like that's the best for the department at this time.
But the options are open that it could go external, right?
Not at this time, but certainly if we don't come up with a candidate that is acceptable, then we would have to move to other avenues.
Okay.
Anything else? All right, I'll accept a motion.
Okay. Motion to authorize a promotional examination for the position of police sergeant using the services of public safety testing for the examination.
Second. And all in favor say yes.
Yes.
Okay. 'Tis passed. Other business for the good of the order.
I don't have any.
I don't have
Anybody else?
anything.
No.
Okay. Call for an adjournment.
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate your help.
Thank you. I
Thank
got to
you.
hear about your April escape.
Yep. Well, I'll have to get with you on that later.
Excuse
All
me.
right.
We
Lisa.
do need to have a motion to adjourn, please.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay. motion to
Okay,
adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. I don't think
Lisa's
it
here
needs
to
a
keep us in
second.
line.
All right.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
All right.
All righty. Goodbye.
All
Welcome,
right.
Shelley.
Bye-bye.
See everybody later.
Thanks.